Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about 10 reasons that you should have a niche for your bookkeeping business. If you don't know me, my name is Morgan. My website is FinePoints.biz. I make videos for bookkeepers every week. Subscribe to my channel and I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up. So I broke these 10 reasons into 3 categories. First of all, why it's better for you as a bookkeeper to have a niche. Secondly, why it's better for marketing to have a niche. And third, why it's better for your clients if you niche down. So I'm going to start with why it's best for you. There's 5 of these. The first one is you can charge more as a bookkeeper. So this is kind of true for any different field. Anytime you're an expert in something, you have knowledge that other people don't have, so you're able to charge a premium for that. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind as I talk about all the other reasons also. Number 2 is simply that it's easier to have a niche. So when I first started bookkeeping, I would just take on any client basically that wanted to hire me, which is fine if you're in that position. But I quickly found that it's hard to learn like the nuances of a bunch of different industries. So basically any new client I felt like I was like taking multiple steps back and having to learn something new. And yes, it is very common to always be learning new things with each new client, but it was like I had to learn like a whole new system basically. So one client used PayPal and I was like, yeah, sure, I can figure that out, even though I didn't really know much about it. And I learned it and I'm glad now that I know how to use PayPal within the bookkeeping software, but it took a lot of my time. So that's why I really do feel like it's easier for you if you just focus on one certain industry. And you guys have probably heard me talk about different bookkeeping niches before, and I have a whole video series on that I'll link down below. In that one, I talked specifically about ones that I've worked with. So I talked about nonprofit, I talked about medical billing, I talked about law firms, which is the niche that I'm trying to develop for my bookkeeping business. And then I talked about startups. So that is kind of a different kind of niche. It's not like an industry, but it's a type of business that you could specialize in. So I'm guessing there's a lot of like solopreneur, like people out there who are feeling overwhelmed because they're probably doing their own books right now. And you can step in and teach them like kind of maybe you're their first hire. So that could be a niche for sure. So think about the people that you already know, maybe a past job you've had or the thing that you're passionate about. So that's my number 3. You can do what you're passionate about and just work with the clients that you really want to help. Maybe you have a huge heart for like animal shelters and you really want to support that type of business. So you can choose to market yourself to those people in particular. Maybe you're passionate about helping people with low incomes or homeless people or something faith-based, or maybe single moms who start businesses. Really, your niche can be whatever you can dream about as long as you kind of know where those people hang out and you can market to them. All right, number 4 reason why it is better for you to have a niche is client loyalty. So if you have that passion, that expertise, clients are really going to stick with you because you're probably going to be the best that they can find and you're going to be really valuable to their business. Number 5 is confidence for yourself. So like I mentioned, when I was trying to market myself to anyone who would hire me, a lot of times I didn't feel comfortable or confident explaining my process or explaining how I could solve their problems. Because they would be like, do you know PayPal? And I would be like, well, I've never worked with that before, but I can definitely learn it. So for example, if they're like, do you know how to do PayPal? In my mind, I would be like, oh no, I don't know how to do that. What do I do? What do I say? And yes, I can fake it till I make it and I can learn anything. That's totally legit and totally fine. But if you're already an expert on PayPal, you can communicate that to your client. You can say, yes, my process for PayPal is every month I'll download a transaction sheet into Excel and then I'll upload it into your QuickBooks Online. And that helps eliminate duplicate transactions. Or whatever your spiel is for whatever your niche is, you're gonna have said it to so many clients so many times and know how to do it so well, you're going to have way more confidence. All right, those are 5 reasons that a niche is better for you as an individual. And now how is it better for marketing? So the first way for marketing, which is actually number 6 on my timeline here, is it is easier to market to clients if you have a specific niche. So it's going to be easier because your marketing message is going to resonate. So maybe you're targeting daycares or preschools, for example. You're going to have messaging all over your website about their particular pain points. Maybe in a preschool, a common pain point is it's hard to get parents to pay for their monthly tuition. So they need a better system for tuition. So on your website, your marketing can be something like, I'll help you get your tuition every month by the 5th of the month. So hopefully that will really resonate with your audience. Number 7 is there's less competition. So you're not going to be marketing yourself against every bookkeeper in the whole world. You are just going to be focusing again on those particular clients that you want to entice, that you want to hire you, that you are a really good fit to work for them as their bookkeeper. Number 8 is you're a resource. And this one is a huge one because this has to do a lot with like word of mouth. So once you get kind of known in groups, people will refer you to their friends and their colleagues. And this is a great way to get clients. So right now, off the top of my head, I can think of 2 different bookkeepers that I would refer you to if you had certain industries. So if you were a Shopify seller, or if you're even a bookkeeper who wants to help Shopify sellers, go to Veronica Wasik. She has a YouTube channel and she is an expert in that. And that's something I have never dealt with, is Shopify. And secondly, is someone that I have worked with is Linda Artisani. She's known in the bookkeeper circles for being a resource for bookkeeping for attorneys. So she is the go-to person. And if you kind of, ask different people, her name probably eventually is going to pop up. So you can definitely do this even as a smaller scale, like in your town or your county. Probably the preschools might collaborate a little bit. So maybe one would be like, oh yeah, I have this bookkeeper named Morgan. She is great. She knows all about my industry. Here's her number. You should definitely give her a call. All right, and number 9 reason that having a niche is good for marketing is that people will remember you. So that kind of goes a little bit along with the last one, the networking thing, but which is going to stick in your brain more? I'm a bookkeeper for small businesses, or I'm a bookkeeper for Etsy jewelry designers. I'm a bookkeeper for ventriloquists. Like whatever your niche is, it's going to stick a little bit better in people's mind. It's just going to be more clear if you can really articulate who you are helping. All right, and my last section here is why having a niche is better for your clients. So first of all, you can give better advice to your clients the more you know about their business, right? So if I'm a bookkeeper for lawyers, some lawyers might not even know that they need to do 3-way reconciliation with their trust accounts so that their trust matches their bank, matches QuickBooks. They might not know how to deal with client cost advances in QuickBooks Online. But me, as a bookkeeper in that niche, I can explain to them why they need to be tracking those things, and I know how to do it very efficiently. And very similarly, number 11, which is actually probably a bonus one, you can give better customer service. You're going to be able to troubleshoot your clients' problems much quicker and more easily because you know their industry so well. Thank you so much for coming along with me today. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Talk to you next week.